So I didn't listen to Hamza, and now my life sucks. I've been debating for a really long time if I wanted to come out with this video, and I realized that I need to put this story out there for two main reasons. Number one, so you don't make the same mistake I did. So you don't go through the same path I did and go through the same pain that I have. Number two, if you do get in a situation or a situation that's bad, you can still get out. It doesn't matter where you're at. And I hope I'm able to inspire you if you're in that situation. So without further ado, how I didn't listen to Hamza and how my life got ruined. You see, a couple of things I want to say. My name is Hamza as well. So is the other Hamza. Mine is Humza, his is Hamza. I don't know him personally, he doesn't know me personally, but I swear he's a brother from another mother to me. Except I'm older, I'm 29. I think he's 24, 25, 26, I couldn't really say. But our upbringings are very similar, right? I'm not gonna go so much into it, otherwise this video would be like 10 hours long. But we both had traumatic experiences, right? Our childhoods were difficult to say the least. I'm gonna fast forward the story though. I'm about 19, 20, 21. All I'm doing is instant gratification, or going towards instant gratification. Smoking weed every day, fapping all the time. I was at college at the time, but I never cared for school. I never did. I hated it actually, right? I'm working on, trying to do my side hustles, but I'm not really going towards it like a man would, right? With full focus. I would smoke. I would be productive, right? Much more productive than the average pothead. But I wasn't going towards it fully. And on another thing was, I'm hooking up with women at this time, right? For so long I couldn't get women. Now I started getting women. I just stopped giving a fuck. But I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you the stories that people don't share. You see, I wasn't a dude who hooked up with a lot of women. That wasn't necessarily me. But if I hooked up with a girl, I could keep her. That's one thing I've always been proud of. The consistency. I've had one night stands, of course. But I always wanted something consistent more than once, right? If I got with a girl, it's going to be long term. We're not going to be in a relationship, right? I'm still going to do my thing. But consistency is what I liked. So one of the apps I would use is Tinder, right? Match with girls on Tinder. I hang out with them, hook up with them. A lot of times things became long term, right? So again, I think 19, 20, 21, 21, 22 at the time maybe. And I matched with this girl. She's promiscuous, right? I'm not gonna fall for a promiscuous girl. That's just how I am. I'm gonna play my cards right. I'm not gonna fall for her. So I do play my cards right. But something happens. The promiscuous girl starts changing her ways. The girl who I thought I wouldn't fall for becomes the most submissive, feminine, loyal girl I've ever dealt with and experienced. So what happens? I start catching feelings. I start getting emotionally involved. We start to date. This girl, we started having a relationship kind of like how Hamza did with the girl that he fell in love with, who he realized was very toxic for him, right? And he was emotionally invested in her. But they went their separate ways after a while, yeah? But what about this story? What happens when you don't go your separate ways? You keep going. And the girl you thought you wouldn't fall for gets pregnant. Right? I'm about 22 maybe at the time. I'm not ready to have a child. I'm dating this girl. Yeah, I see a future with her, but I'm not ready. But she sees me as the guy for her. I'm her savior. I'm the man of her dreams now. She's given up her ways. But me, I didn't want to just settle down right now. I didn't want to have a kid. So I become negative. I become toxic. I become resentful because she was going to have the child. And we talked about it, and I told her I didn't want to have a child right now. She was going to have the child with or without me. So now I feel like I'm stuck. I'm going through so much anxiety, so much pain. I don't know. How am I going to tell my parent, or how am I going to tell my father, right? I'm not even finished with school. I don't even have a job yet, right, officially. I don't even know what I want to do. And now this girl, she's going to keep the child, right? So what happens is I turn into a negative person. And then I remember a couple months in, she tells me, if this is the man you are, this is not the man I fell in love with. Things start to change when she tells me that. I realize, look, I need to man up to the situation. I need to stop running away. And that's what I do. Fast forward, my son is born. Right? I've changed my ways. But guess what? The change was too late. The resentment is already there. So now I have a child with a woman that I didn't even think I was going to be dating. And now we have this, again, we have this child, and her resentment's already there. Fast forward, 2 years later, you would think I would have learned my lesson, right? That's what happens in relationships. And a lot of people don't talk about this. It sounds obvious, but when you have sex with a woman, especially in a relationship, you get complacent. You might not use protection. She's on birth control, right? But birth control is at 100%. That's what happened. That's what happened to me. She was on the pill. She does get pregnant. We have her first son. Again, you would think I learned my fucking lesson. 2 years later, she gets pregnant again. But this time, I don't even realize, she doesn't even tell me until about 3 months in, where I see it. Our relationship is so toxic to where we don't even have the open communication. I would have the child, my first son, Cassius, my older one, on the weekends. She would have him on the weekdays. I would work my ass on the weekdays. I would have my son on the weekend. We had no more chemistry then. She had so much resentment because at the time of her need, I was not there. Again, she's had many faults. There's many things that she's done wrong, but so have I. I wasn't the man I should have been. She gets pregnant. I don't find out till 3 months later that she's pregnant because she's showing. But guess what? I handle it properly. But what happens when a woman who saw you as the man of her dreams then realizes that, you know what, you guys aren't going to work out? She can't see the goodness in you anymore. The lens have changed. The woman will resent you like nothing else. She will not be able to see the positivity. If you hear the expression, is the glass half empty or half full? There's some people who always will look at it as half full, but there's others who will always look at it as half empty no matter what. That's what happens in my situation. Fast forward, I have 2 boys now, Cassius and Uzziah. Cassius is 4, Uzziah is 2. Now I'm in this situation. I'm not with the mother, right? co-parenting has been the hardest thing for me in my entire life. And you know what? I know why my sons might watch this video one day. So I want you to know, Cassius and Uzziah, that your father has had the most difficult 4 years of his fucking life. With so much pain and agony. Because I gave in to the instant gratification. Because I gave in to the lust. Right? Because I didn't take ownership of my life. Because I wasn't focused on my business. Because all I wanted to do was just go get with women. Have fun. Smoke weed. And that's why I'm in this situation today. The reason why I'm sharing this story again is for you to understand that when you go on these apps, when you're going having fun with these women, it's all fun and games until somebody gets pregnant. Alright? And again, children are a beautiful thing. Right? I love my boys. I do. But there's a difference when something is planned and it's mutual and something's not planned. There's a difference between when one parent wanted to have the child, the other one didn't, and ends up having the child, right? Again, I know my sons will see this one day. I love you both very much. But now, I'm here to tell you, if you have this lust and sexual desire for somebody and things don't work out, now you're going to go through immense pain. This is not what's talked about. I didn't listen to Hamza's advice. I was going towards the instant gratification. You see, but there's one thing I want to share with you as well. I might be level 1 on the outside right now, right? If you think your life is fucked, again, have kids and now you see. I might be level 1 on the outside, but up here, I've been level 99. I just haven't applied it for so long. Because of the toxicity. Because of going through these turbulences. You see, when a woman gets to a point where she disrespects you at a certain level, for me, I would never tolerate it. I would say, I'm out, cool. But when you have children, you would tolerate it. You'll say things like, okay, what about the kids, for the kids? And for so long, for the last 4 years, I've been going through this roller coaster, so is she. Right? And it's finally completely cut off and done. There's no more trying to work things out, go back and forth. Right? A woman who saw you as the man of her dreams will then try to destroy you. She will. In such malicious ways, I can't even tell you. I don't want to go into the detail. Child support. Sometimes don't know if I'm going to see my boys. That's what happens. I had to get the court involved. This is the story of if Hamza ended up having children with that girl. What would have happened, right? Imagine the pain, the difficulty. I share that with you so you understand that your purpose is what's the most important thing. You improving yourself is more important. I'm telling you, I've always chased women, right? I understood how to get women. I understood game, right? You want to call it game? I learned from the best pickup artist. I turned super red pill at one point. I'm not red pill anymore. I don't want to be like that. Because I understand the other side of having casual sex. There's ramifications for your actions. I'm dealing with that now. But if there's anyone who's going to get out of this situation, it's me. That's why I'm making this video. To show you, look, I'm not some special guy, right? My story is very similar to Hamza's. But now my back is against the wall. And now is the time to see who the fuck am I? If if your back is against the wall, it's time for the world to see who the fuck are you. It's about time I share my story and go from being nobody to being somebody. And I want to inspire as many people as I can and show you, look, maybe you fucked up. Maybe you're level 99 up here like I was, or I feel like I am. But it doesn't fucking matter if you're not applying it. But now I am. When you have this toxicity in your life, it's so hard to get ahead, especially with kids involved. It's the most painful thing. But I've finally gotten out of the rut. There's no more victim mentality anymore. This is my life. Don't be like me, right? Don't do these decisions. Give into this stuff. It's fun having girls, right? It's fun hooking up. Okay, cool. I thought I was the man. I thought, okay, I could get a girl and I could keep a girl. That's who I was. And I had a good girl. Granted, there's many things wrong on both parts. But in any relationship, if there's not forgiveness, if there's not love, no matter how alpha you can be, sometimes it's too late. No matter how much of a superior man you are, maybe she's just not the one. With kids involved, then it gets fucking messy. So again, if you're a younger dude, understand that a woman who says she loves you can also flip the script. The woman you thought you could trust is the woman who's trying to destroy you. That can happen. Hamza can vouch for that when he talks about his ex-girlfriend. How toxic she became. Those are his words. Manipulative. Imagine dealing with a master manipulator. I almost got destroyed. This is just me being 100% as real and authentic as I can be. I learned game for so long because I was a dude who could never get girls. Yeah, here I was getting fucking pummelated, or I was getting fucking hammered. That's what my life has been. Like pummeled, just but it doesn't have to be the end. If you fucked up in your life, if you're maybe doing hardcore drugs, if you're maybe in the same situation as me, understand that there's gonna have to come a point where you realize that, look, it's do or die. This is it. There's no tomorrow. It's right now. I've realized that. That's what this channel is about. For me to share my stories with you, to be as authentic as I can be, for me to show my vulnerable side so you can learn and you can see how to handle things properly and how to not handle things properly. Instant gratification will ruin your life in any way, shape, or form. It's tough men that look ahead. That's the man I wasn't before, but that's the man who I'm trying to be now. And I am, and I will be, and I will continue to be. I'm out of this rut. But every day is fucking grinding. It's a grind right now, still. So if you are in this situation, look, you can get out. But you have to get sick of your sickness. I got sick of it. I got sick of this manipulation. I got sick of this toxic relationship. I realized, look, if I want to do this for my boys, I'm going to have to figure it out myself. I'm going to have to stay focused. I can't be distracted by women right now. It's not my purpose, not my priority. This is full monk mode. Right? No distractions. 100% focus. But understand this too. This is me beginning my journey right now from level 1. not somebody who's made it, not even close. But watch me. Be inspired. Know that you can do it too. I'm here to show you. For me, it's do or die. Don't be in this situation. Don't wait till the last minute and fuck up and then say, okay, now I have to get my shit together. I'm 29. I'm almost 30, right? In January. I mean, I still got some time. I always feel like I'm behind. I always have these thoughts, but then I have to reprogram my mind. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. Your life is exactly what it's supposed to be. All the shit that's happened, it's happened for a reason. It's what you do with it and what you make out of it that's what matters. I don't know how you felt about, my experience. I hope you either learned and you see the ramifications of having casual sex, or you realize, you know what? It is time to change. For me, it's time to change my ways. I have changed my ways. But it's every single day, right? It's going to take some time. It has to be patience. But just watch. My name is Hamza. This is my story. I didn't listen to the other Hamza. These are the consequences. But watch me get out. Watch me change my life, and you can too. Done.